Empty office towers, drowning credit card debt, housing market panic, and $100 trillion about to change hands. And if you think the recession talk is overhyped, you're going to want to hear what the banks just admitted. We're breaking it all down right now. Matt here, by the way. Welcome to the all-new epic real estate investing show where we break down the news, expose the hidden angles, and show you what it means for your money, your freedom, and your future. Let's waste no time. Office buildings are the new ghost towns. That's a real quote from Bloomberg. In 2025, more than $1 trillion in commercial real estate loans are coming due, and many of those buildings are empty. Why? Well, remote work didn't go away. People just stopped showing up. Banks, especially small regional ones, are overloaded with these loans. CNBC says we're looking at a potential repeat of 2008, but this time it's not homes, it's skyscrapers. Here's what they're not saying though. This isn't just about real estate. It's about the banks. If these loans go belly up, we could see a chain reaction, tighter lending, more layoffs, and another wave of panic. The risk? Well, if you've got money in small banks, you should be asking some hard questions. The opportunity here though, distressed properties are coming. If you're prepared, there might be once-in-a-decade deals. Quick question for you. Do you think the office market ever recovers, or are we looking at a permanent ghost town situation? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, especially if you're seeing it happen in your city already. And speaking of real estate panic, Zillow just raised the red flag. According to Reventure Consulting, over 700 cities show signs of price drops. That video hit 220,000 views in a day. Now, Bloomberg is predicting home prices will barely grow, about 1.8% for the year. Compare that to the double-digit gains we saw post-2020, and yeah, it's a shift. Some say the bubble's bursting. Others say we're just leveling out. Well, here's the truth. It depends on where you are and what you're buying. Phoenix might fall, for example, but parts of the Midwest might rise. But nationally, it's a toss-up. If you're a first-time buyer or an investor, though, here's the move. Watch inventory, watch price cuts, get your financing lined up. And if you find a property that cash flows, who cares if it drops 5% next year? You're buying income, not lottery tickets. By the way, if high rates are messing with your business building plans, check out loopholelending.com. It's a legal workaround to access up to $150,000 at 0% interest. Totally under the radar, but insanely helpful if you're trying to invest without traditional financing headaches. All right, on to something spicier. Bank of America just dropped a bomb. Last month, 11% of fund managers expected a recession. Now, 49%. That's not a typo there on my script. The feds are holding rates high, inflation, it's not beaten, and now there's new tariffs stirring up global trade fears. So are we already in a recession? Kind of. It depends on who you ask. Sure feels like it if you run a small business or shop for groceries. But here's the deal. Recessions aren't just bad news, they're resets. Fortunes are made when prices drop and everyone else is scared. So ask yourself, are you positioned to buy when others sell? Or are you still hoping someone else saves the economy for you? I mean, be honest. Are you paying interest right now, or are you earning it? What's been your toughest financial challenge this year? I'd love to hear that in the comments below also. Now let's talk debt, more debt. $1.2 trillion. That's how much Americans owe on credit cards. It's the highest ever, and delinquencies at a 14-year high. According to the New York Fed, household debt just crossed $18 trillion. So yeah, we've got a problem. Some people blame reckless spending, others are blaming inflation, and the truth, probably both. But here's what hits hardest. Every dollar going toward debt is a dollar that's not building your future. Imagine putting $500 a month toward a cash-flowing rental instead of a 22% credit card. It's not just about paying off debt, it's about redirecting that money into freedom, your freedom. And if you do it right, that income property will then pay off your credit card for you. And if delinquencies keep rising, banks are going to tighten credit for sure, which means traditional financing gets harder. So what do? Get creative, learn seller financing, partner up. Don't wait for permission. All right, let's talk about the biggest shift nobody's ready for. Boomers are passing the baton. Over $100 trillion is expected to transfer to the next generation over the next 25 years. That includes real estate, stocks, businesses, and the majority of U.S. home equity. But not everyone's getting a piece. Some will inherit homes, others will inherit credit card bills. Here's the deal. If you're getting an inheritance, don't blow it. Use it to build something. Real estate, passive income, freedom. If you're not, build anyway. The biggest opportunity isn't the transfer, it's the wake-up call. You don't need to wait for a windfall to start playing the wealth game. Start with what you got. If you want some help locking in your first deal this year, check out our Epic Intensive. I'll fly you out to Vegas, I'll put you up, and then I'll work with you one-on-one. Spots are limited. Details are available at intensive2025.com. All right, let's talk about the chaos unfolding in AOC's district. AOC's neighborhood literally begged the FBI for help earlier this month. And the comments? Straight fire. Bill X1P said Democrats drove landlords out during COVID, then BlackRock bought them up. Scam of the century. Lee Irvin, 5983. What do you expect from a moron rep? Vote better. Vote AOC out. And Karen Adams, R4C, just flat out said AOC is a Islamic demonic. I'm not sure what that is, but it doesn't sound nice. So yeah, emotions are running high. But here's the flip side. Fear creates discounts. Investors are circling that block for a reason. When the feds finally clean up Roosevelt Avenue, property values could skyrocket. Ugly headlines, they're your GPS coordinates to tomorrow's gold mines, so pay attention. The system might be rigged, but you don't have to be. Stay curious, stay sharp, stay free. God loves you, and so do I. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Take care.